stream now, please. Jason, thank you. Chairman, you can start the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this afternoon's meeting of the Investment Board. Welcome also to those members of the public and press who are joining us via the live stream to YouTube. Agenda item 1 is apologies. Member services?
Thank you. We've had no apologies.
Thank you. Agenda item 2 are the minutes of the meeting which was held on the 16th of March 2023, which are on pages 3 to 4 of your packs. We're being asked to approve these minutes as a correct record of the part of the meeting which took place in public at our last meeting. May I ask any member who does not agree with the public minutes to indicate that now? I see no objections to the proposal to approve the public minutes as a correct record, so we will take that as carried. Thank you. Agenda item 3, there are no additional items which are considered urgent. Agenda item 4, this is to receive any declarations of interest under the local code of conduct or any interest under the code of conduct on planning matters in relation to any of the items which are to be discussed at this meeting. Does anyone have any declarations which they wish to make? No declarations. If anything occurs to anyone during the course of the meeting that they do have a declaration which could or should be made, I'd be grateful if you'd interrupt and make sure that declaration is made immediately. Agenda item 5 is a verbal update on current opportunities. Adam Broadway is going to present us with this verbal update. Adam, please do go ahead and present your update.
Thank you, Chairman. So in terms of an update, there's a paper attached which gives you a confidential update of where we are. In principle, the opportunities that FFL are progressing continue to have progress made on them. We have, in terms of legal transfers, we continue to be liaising between the lawyers to ensure that we can actively transfer both the sites. I'll come into some of those details in a bit. And also in terms of the planning permissions which are granted on the Wisbech site and are in the process of being resolved on the Chatteris site as well. As you are aware, we have appointed, FFL have appointed a partner to help us deliver the Chatteris scheme, and progress is continuing to be made there with legal documentation being signed and detailed work started with the appointment of their consultant team. And on the Wisbech site, we are making progress with a contract issued to one of our partners for the disposal of one of the sites. So as the report may feel as if it's we haven't resolved some of the key things, I can say at this point that we are continuing to make progress to the point that transfers should be completed as soon as possible. At this point, I'll take questions, Chairman.
Thank you very much indeed, Adam. Any questions from members or from officers to Adam on that verbal report? Given that the verbal report also largely covered the public part of the business case which was put before us, the report we've got under agenda item 6. If there are any items which Adam has just mentioned which came under agenda item 6 but not in the exempt appendix that anyone's got any questions about, now's the time to ask. No? Good. Okay, we can move on to agenda item 6. Thank you very much indeed for that, Adam. Agenda item 6 is the FFL scheme update report, which is to be found on pages 5 to 14 of your agenda pack. Pages 5 to 8 are the parts which are in the public agenda pack, and pages 9 to 14 are in the confidential appendix pack, agenda pack. I intend to go into exempt session with the agreement of the committee, so that we can look in more detail at the confidential section. But are there any elements in pages 5 to 8 which anyone would wish to ask questions about? I should ask first, Adam, if you've got anything extra to add, which is in pages 5 to 8, over and above what you said in the previous agenda item, which you'd like to mention before any questions are asked.
Nothing else to add, Chairman.
Thank you very much indeed, Adam. Does anyone have any questions on pages 5 to 8? No, I think it was all very straightforward and it's all very clear. Thank you very much indeed. As I have indicated that I wish to look at the Schedule 1 to that report, we now need to consider whether or not to move to exempt session and exclude the press and public for this part of the debate. And because it's been identified that the schedule contains information which would be exempt from disclosure under paragraph 3 of Schedule 12A of the Part 1 of the Local Government Act 1972, because it contains commercially sensitive information about the financial and business affairs of Fenland Future Limited, and that the public interest test has been applied and it's considered that the need to retain the information as exempt outweighs the public interest in disclosing it. Given those two facts, may I ask any member who does not agree with this assessment and therefore the proposal to exclude the press and public during discussion of this part of the item to please raise their objection now. Thank you. I see no objection. Member services, would you please make the necessary arrangements to sever the link to YouTube, enabling us to continue the meeting in exempt session.